Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. I am your co-host, the Silverback Senpai, and join me across the table is Waluigi.
Morning. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're on episode 40.
I know. It's been a journey.
And now we have these fine-looking gentlemen right here.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys?
Go ahead and introduce yourself, starting from my left.
What's up, guys? I'm Jeff, also known as Aerodusk, the head TO of South Florida.
Nice.
Hello, I'm Anthony. I am also known as Choco Taco, and I am a competitor for South Florida Smash Ultimate.
My name is David Gonzalez, aka DGK, and I'm a new TO in South Florida.
Ooh.
Nice.
What's up, guys? I'm Connor, also known as Joy-Con, and I'm a competitor in South Florida.
Low tier god.
This episode of the podcast will be available on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Anchor once it's done. And, of course, the video playback will be available on YouTube. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our first topic, and that is what y'all been up to. And we'll start off with Joy-Con from the far right.
Okay. Hi, guys. Basically, what I've been up to when I'm not hanging out here or going to Rex and stuff like that is I work a lot. Like 6 days a week. But I mean, I hate you. But like, you know, when it just comes to like different games I've been playing, like I'm playing a lot of Smash Ultimate, just trying to figure out new characters with me dropping a little Mac just because I hate losing the same way over and over again. It stinks. You guys respect
That's
it.
self-care right there. I appreciate
I'm
that.
not. Listen, I'm not like a masochist, bro. I promise I'm not. But yeah, like other than Smash Ultimate, I've been trying to get back in other games that I used to play. Like I'm playing a lot of roguelikes. Like I've been getting back into Hades, playing that.
Oh, nice.
You guys
One of
play
my
Hades?
favorite games, top 5 game for
It's
sure.
so good. Like the music, the art style, the gameplay itself. It's chef's kiss. I love it. Other than that, I've been trying to get back into playing Strikers too, Persona 5 Strikers, because I never
game's
finished
dope.
it. I'm on like the second palace right now, which is like the guy where it's like
The bus, the writing guy.
yeah, the writing guy, where it's like everything's like
yeah.
super cheesy, like
Yeah, I know-
superheroes
I
and
know
villains and
exactly
stuff
what
like
you're
that.
talking
It's so funny. And then also I've been playing like in my free time a lot of Fortnite again.
Why?
I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. Like I started going back in that game because I was playing it with a couple other friends.
Right.
Because they're like, hey, let's hop back in and do squads and stuff like that. That game is so fucking easy now. I think I maybe got like 2 wins when I played it way back in the day. I think my first 10 games I got like 6 wins.
Nice.
God.
People don't know what they're doing in that game anymore. You could bully people. Like I sat there one time and watched a gunfight happen for a straight minute and a half and nobody hit each other.
That's amazing.
Wow.
No, it was like they were just emptying bullets and just nobody was hitting anything.
Stormtroopers training right there.
Literally,
Yeah.
Stormtroopers training. But yeah, other than that, just trying to find time to hang with homies and make new friends in the community and stuff like that. So
All right.
stuff like that.
All right.
What have you
DGK?
been up to, DGK?
I mean, what haven't I been up to? Nah, but realistically, I've been working like crazy, as Joy-Con said. Yeah, I was waiting for that again. Nah, but definitely like working 2 jobs is crazy. And then on top of that, just hosting tournaments now, just trying to help grow the scene around my area. There's not too much like in that area specifically, so I'm just trying to target that area. You know, there's a lot of guys that live close by. They're like, yo, thank you so much for hosting there, man. Like, we live like 5 minutes away and shit. And I'm like, anytime, bro. I mean, other than that, I'm trying to slide here as much as I can, hopefully. My work schedule's insane. But
I know.
you know personally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I've been watching a lot of anime, I guess. I mean, in my free
Hey,
time, that's
my
probably
guy.
that's probably the thing I've been grinding most.
I mean, what's the show that you're liking the most at the moment?
Right now, I'm watching Kenichi, Midas Disciple. I don't know if you've ever seen it. The martial arts one. With the
Yeah, I've heard of it. I think I read a little bit of it.
It's pretty good. I just finished Kuroko no Basket, and I'm gonna start watching Hajime no Ippo right after that.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
Nice. A man with good taste.
of course. Only
Nano
the
culture.
finest.
All right. Choco?
All right. So I think the common theme is work be beating our asses.
Beating our ass in the QRTs.
Absolutely. I've spent a lot of time. I've been spending a lot more time just like investing myself in like different goals. chasing the bag is number one.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, gotta get our money up. But I don't know. I feel like over going back to offline like tournaments, I've been having like more of an interest of just being the best I can be. So I'm like investing myself a lot in that. I'm investing myself a lot into like content because I really want to make something out of that in the long term. So it's a lot of investment in just different aspects. Aside from that, I play a lot of different games. I tried out Metroid Dread, which I'm loving the game. I bought Tales of Arise.
Oh, I love Tales of Arise.
Ooh.
I got to set up a whole day just to nothing, no worries, no commitments, just play.
Yep. Same. I'm the same way too.
Absolutely. Like, you don't want to get lost. You don't want to like lose your immersion. When it's lost, it's just not as fun.
Yeah, I agree.
But overall, it's just a lot of different things. I haven't even spending as much time with like friends and such because it's so much like you can't have all this time with like friends and family while also putting in like 25 hours each day into all the things you want to achieve. That's just not possible. So it's a lot of picking and choosing. Well, what am I going to get the most value out of today, and how can this make me better tomorrow? You know?
Yeah, I agree. I relate to that, and I 100% agree with that.
Me too.
Definitely.
Me too.
Arrow?
For sure. Recently, the usual. We got Rex on Tuesdays. Takes up like 2-3 days of my week, advertising, planning, get everything set for that. New stuff, Gamers Heaven. Gotta rep them. Just met up with their CEO recently the other day. Met the staff for the upcoming location in South Florida. Planning it out. Great stuff for the region. Very kind people. Just they have such a good vision of, what the region needs and what they can provide and how they can help us. So really looking forward to that. Aside from that, personal life, work, the usual.
Oh my God.
Yep. Play it again.
You already know.
Not too much outside of that. Me and my girlfriend had our 4-year the other day.
That's
Nice.
cool.
Anniversary. It's pretty good.
Congrats.
And,
Very good.
Things are going pretty well. Everything's looking upwards. Cannot complain in any way, shape, or form.
So you were in Westland Mall, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
the other day.
Westland
That's
Mall.
Where they were there.
That's
at
where
that
they're
event
hosting
thing.
Yokai Con.
I didn't even think
tournament this Friday.
I went that
Westland
first
Mall.
weekend, and honestly, it didn't even look like a con. It was like a bunch of middle schoolers like meeting up there, bro. And I was like, "What is this, bro?" But
gotta go.
I heard there's more cosplayers showing up now and stuff like
You
that.
got to go to
Yeah.
their haunted houses. They're sick.
I wanted to, but my friend's like, "Nah, man, I'm not going in there." I'm like, "Dude, what do you mean you're not going in there, bro? What do you come here for?"
They be jumping out of the walls. They got floor panels out of dumpsters and stuff. It's crazy.
That's so freaking cool.
That was pretty cool.
All right. I mean, that's good stuff to hear from everyone. And now we can get into the really, really hot question, and that is thoughts on Sora being the final character for Smash. I want to hear y'all thoughts on it. We're going to start from Arrow and then work our way around because I know you guys have y'all thoughts, y'all opinions. Y'all want to talk about this. I've been seeing it on the timeline like crazy, so I want to know, what are y'all
Oh
thoughts
my God, I
on
can see it in y'all's faces. I'm ready to hear this.
what are y'all thoughts on Sora being the final character for Smash Arrow?
So my mind was absolutely blown. It was that 1 in a million, impossible. They were never going to put Sora in. The big mouse, he's too strong. He's got an iron grip. He is never coming to this game. The second you saw that Keyblade, everyone's heart, it just, oh my God,
Yeah.
it's happening. It's real. It's crazy. I'm so happy. I personally have not played Kingdom Hearts, but all my best friends, the biggest fans of the series, wanted him since back in Brawl. It's just so happy that everyone gets to enjoy him, and he could not think of a better final character for this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Choco, your thoughts?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man. I saw
Oh my gosh, you can't even get me started with that.
when you first brought up the topic, I saw Choco's face. I was like, oh, you got a lot to talk.
So, I mean, you guys follow me on Twitter.
Oh, Yes. yeah.
If you guys
Yeah.
were paying attention, I had a interesting pop-off reaction when he got announced.
We were in a call together.
We were on a Discord call, me and Arrow Dusk, with a couple other people from South Florida, and we were just watching it together. And I remember there was like half of the people there was just like, Sora's not gonna get in. I don't want him in the game. And then there was like the 2 or 3 people that were just like, please just bring him in. I'm one of the 3. And like I grew up with Kingdom Hearts. I was one of the first like games that got me into like JRPGs, which is my favorite genre of all time. And like I've loved that series ever since. And I remember like when Smash 4 like the character ballot came out, I remember voting for Sora, then going on like 3 different browsers and incognito modes just to vote for him.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So when he came out in the game, when he like, was announced, I screamed. I was like, I felt bad because like I was in the middle of work. I was like, I'm gonna be on. Hey boss, I'm gonna be on break. Just let me have this one. Let me have this one. And then like nobody was in the house because the conveniently family went out for like a trip. They were out, so I'm just like. I screamed at the top of my lungs. I feel bad. I'm surprised my neighbors didn't call the cops. That's how bad it was. And
Seriously?
yes, I was that happy. Literally, Sora being in the game. Call me over dramatic and stuff, but like that's having that character you want more than anything being in the game. That is, you can't replicate that feeling. And
No.
like,
Nope.
I almost cried. And I'm like seeing every day. I've seen the new videos of like different people sharing their reactions, and we had that group of people from like top players that like I know. I remember it was Vicky Kitty, MVD, Nakat, where every direct was just like it's gonna be Sora. We'll be like putting our tweets out. Nakat will be like, "Stay strong, brother. He's gonna be the next
Hold the
one.
line.
Hold the line." So now that he's coming out, I cannot wait to play him. I will be the Sora main.
Yeah.
The Sora
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of Sora mains in South Florida.
Now, I put out a tweet saying they messed up by putting Sora in the game because SFL is gonna regret it.
Yeah,
I
SFL
remember
will
that.
regret it from me.
Yep.
I remember that. Man,
DGK.
my thoughts on Sora. Sick. I mean, in Chago's case, I know that was the character he wanted for sure, which I wanted Sora since the beginning of Ultimate. He doesn't steal the spotlight for me because my favorite inclusion was Joker.
Me as well.
That was
Joker was the worst
unsuspecting.
character.
I did not expect that. He wasn't even on my radar. I'm like, put a little, Joker anime JRPG kid in Smash. I'm like, and then when I saw it, I was like, there's no way. Like, what timeline do I live in? But anyway, that's like a completely different direct. When Sora came out, I was at work actually, and I started watching the video, and I'm like, at first I saw like the fire and all stuff. I'm like, what the heck is this? I see a little Disney cube. I'm like, ain't no way, bro. I'm like, nah,
Ain't
they're
no
not dish
way,
out
bro.
this money. I'm like, no way. I see Sora. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, damn, like that. All right, Sakurai, bro. I can't say nothing anymore. Like after Joker came out, I said the only other character I would think is like a must include would be Sora. And I know that the whole Disney thing made it difficult, but I thought that was just incredible. That's the best way to end the game. I mean, the character's sick. Kachi's edge guards, they're gonna be nasty.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
The edge guard, yo, best edge guard in the game, bro. Like that character is crazy. But I mean, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts since I was a kid. When I'm a little PS2, I even had the old fat PS2.
Yep.
And I mean, when I was a kid, I used to get my ass beat by Sephiroth, cause like I
He was
sucked
so
at that
cheap.
game. But
He was
dude,
so
he was
cheap.
so busted,
Yeah,
bro.
that was a
Like,
nightmare.
dude, he was so busted. Like I went through the whole game, chilling, vibing. I fought Sephiroth. I'm like, dude, what is this, bro? Like, I thought I was playing Kingdom Hearts, bro. I was beating everybody's ass. I go to Sephiroth and I'm just like, yo, get my shit beat.
God of War type shit.
For real. But yeah, bro. I mean, that blew my mind. I didn't expect that at all. I mean, that was, like I said, sick.
Joy-Con.
I do want to start with saying, can we just talk about how Alpha Rad was basically right in all of his predictions?
Yeah, he got 7 out of 10
Yeah.
characters
Jesus
predicted from
Christ.
Yeah, he called like most of them. But like, to echo what you guys said, I was at work too. Mind you, I do landscaping, so like I had to find the time to like watch the direct for a minute. So I'm like, all right, I got a few minutes. I'll watch the beginning, see who it is. I don't need to see the gameplay. I can watch it later. Sakurai decides, yeah, we're gonna show me costumes first. So
Doom guy.
Rest
I
in
watch.
peace,
I'm like,
Doom guy.
I'm like Doom guy. I'm like, okay, cool. And then they start it. I get to the point where Mario kind of has the reflection of the fire in his face, and I have to go back. But I can listen to music, so I have my headphones in, and I'm like, I'll know who it is by the music. So I'm hearing like fire and then like beams and stuff like that, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is happening? I can't watch it right now. I start to hear the orchestrated for the simple and clean. I jumped. I was so excited.
Oh my
And
god.
I work with my dad. He looks at me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, you would not even begin to understand right now. So when the day was over, I actually got to watch the whole direct and the reveal and stuff like that. And I was so ecstatic with how he looked like he played. It was just everything that you could have wanted in Sora for Smash, I loved. It was just, he looked so fun. Like you guys said, like Kingdom Hearts was like one of the first big games that I played. Like I will always remember that I used to play the game when I was like a really, really little, and my mom had like the strategy guide sitting next to me.
Oh my god.
She was trying to give me like hints to where to go, and I was just like trying to explore and stuff like that. She's like, maybe you should go in here. I'm like, no, I want to see what's over here. She gave up eventually. She's like, you're not gonna listen to me anyway. Oh my god. But yeah, Sephiroth, fuck him. Ice Titan. I don't know if you guys remember that fight.
Ice Titan was the one for me.
That was awful. Like that fight was just awful for me.
And then you like use the arrow move, like magic, and all of a sudden you don't know that it makes his icicles bigger. So then you're just like, this is supposed to help me. Why is it hurting?
It's like when you shot like the rapid fire, you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna press square and block it. You'd block all except for 3, and you'd still get whacked by the last 3.
Yes, sir.
Like, what do I do against this guy? But yeah, Sora in. That I remember being very excited when Joker got announced because of how unexpected that was. I was nowhere near as excited for Joker as I was for Sora. Like that was the most excited I've ever been for a character reveal. So I'm happy he's in. I can't wait to be mediocre at him while somebody like you just kicks my ass in the Ditto. It's gonna be fun.
It's just gonna feel fun all around. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so easy to make Rex thumbnails this Tuesday. Everyone's gonna be playing Sora.
So somebody needs to make the meme with like the Captain Crunch, oops all berries, but it's oops all Sora.
I'm just saying the YouTube algorithm is gonna be
You just kiss.
Yes.
yes, sir.
all Sora.
I remember when the music came out, like, I forgot to mention that, I got goosebumps.
Oh my god.
When I heard the music at work, like, I had the volume low because I can't play music that loud.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, bro, like, it's too much for me, bro.
I love the touch that they had. I hope they do it in stock battles too, with the stamina when you get the last hit, how like the screen slows down with the flash. Like that was.
That would be
I love that.
They probably won't do it,
my
but like
God.
I love. There's so much care.
the detail.
There
There's
is.
so much care put into that character. Oh man. Tomorrow, I can't get over it, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
Waluigi.
this tomorrow. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm still upset that there's no Waluigi, no matter what. I'm still saying it till I die.
You know, I always thought about that. I'm
Pouring
like,
out for the boy.
I feel like Waluigi probably would have been the most fun Mario character
Yeah.
Fact.
to be in the whole game.
Facts.
Yeah.
It'd be a living meme. And that's why I was still pissed off. But seeing Sora and having Utada Hikaru sing is the best combination. Like, I don't even care about Sora just being there. Utada Hikaru's voice for Simple and Clean slaps. Like, that is the best Kingdom Hearts intro.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know much about Kingdom Hearts still.
Oh, you need to play it.
I mean, I played 1 and 2. Then I played, like, Chains of Memories. But I stopped at, like, I didn't touch 3. Or any of the remixes.
Don't worry. I
I'm
can't play the story, so-
conflicted on 3. I have my own personal reasons on 3, but
That would need a whole nother podcast.
Dead ass.
oh yeah.
Oh my god, a heart's gas. But yeah, I'm definitely content seeing Sora. His abilities look really good. They follow like based out the game like every other character, and I respect that.
Absolutely.
And for me, like when Sora was announced, like I was at work and I'm literally just sitting there just watching. I have my headphones on so that way people don't hear the background noise, the noise, and whatnot. And then as I'm seeing it, I'm just like, yo, who's gonna be announced? And then I just saw the Keyblade. I literally just dropped my phone. I was like, no fucking way, no fucking way, bro. I lost my shit, and I was just like, and then I think one person that was just like walking by just looked at me like, is he okay? Like I was losing my shit, and I'm just like, I'm not even much of a Smash player or whatnot, but like, yo, Sora announced, let's fucking go, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna spread the word. I was so excited that day, and I was just like, yo, he's announced. I didn't believe it. I was like, maybe Sakurai's gonna, cheese everyone and put like a Fortnite character in the game.
I was gonna say Shaggy just for memes.
Shaggy and Cinderace. Those are my last two like fear picks.
Yeah.
Like those two characters. There's a world where they get in and everyone's sad.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's funny because I think of like a character getting into Smash. Like that's like the best way to honor a character's franchise in a way. And like when like a franchise gets like recognized. I remember when Hero got announced. It was this big thing for like Japan and such. And it just feels like, oh, this community, these people who love these games, they were heard, they were acknowledged, and this one's for you guys.
Absolutely.
Forget the competitive, forget like the community, the Smash community in general. This one's for the people that love this game.
Yeah.
Like Smash has turned into this huge celebration of just like all these different franchises. As much as I like love to harp on the little things as a competitive player, at the end of the day, like this is like no game. Maybe Fortnite is trying to go that route in the long run, but no game has been able to like capture that joy that Smash can do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I agree.
Because I remember a while back, like years ago, on Smash 4, when Mega Man was announced, and the internet completely erupted in just celebration. Like, holy shit, you guys put Mega Man in the game. And then, of course, when people saw his final Smash, like everyone just lost their minds. And I was like, yo, Capcom, are you seeing this? People love Mega Man. Give us another Mega Man. I'm just saying. People love the Blue Bomber.
Yup.
I'm just saying.
And then we got Mega Man 11.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was the game.
Yes.
I will say with one last thing about Sora. The only thing I was probably disappointed in, and I'm sure it was hard to get a lot of it in because the licensing hell they had to go through, was the music list. That's my one gripe. That's my one gripe. If you had to pick a song that could have got in that didn't get in, what would it be?
Rage Awakened.
Rage
Awakened would have been the #1 pick.
Yeah,
That
would
was
have been.
simple and clean, not a song.
The thing is that that's a licensing issue with like Utada Hikaru.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times you can't. That's why they put the swing version of it because that was their own rendition that they made.
Well, that was Dearly Beloved, not Simple and Clean.
I mean, you're right. Don't get above it.
I like it though. That's a nice little mix.
But Simple and Clean is just this huge licensing issue. I know that the Big Mouse he has a lot of control. He has a lot of control, and it was definitely. I know it was very hard, but it looks like on top of that, they also tried to make sure that all the songs are songs that came in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yes.
And the Sora that we're getting is Sora from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
So I'm not too mad that there's not going to be like KH2, KH3, Birth by Sleep songs, but damn, there
Hurts
were
just a little.
A little bit.
Like when Cloud was in Smash 4, and they only gave you 2 songs. It was like, here's Cloud, but just a taste. Just a nibble of music, and you're like, I appreciate it, but that hurts.
Oh wait, I just realized one of the skins for Sora is actually from Kingdom Hearts 2, the cartoon one.
No, yeah, there's skins.
Oh,
on
there's
the-
Timeless
there's a few.
River,
There.
baby.
Yeah, time
and Dream Drop Distance too has a skin in it.
That's my skin for sure.
That one's sick. So what
that-
about you with music?
Does that make everything Smash related going to be canon for Kingdom Hearts technically?
Yeah, it has to be. Like
shit.
when Sora went to sleep after was it Chain of Memories?
Yeah.
That's where he came. He came to Smash during Chain of Memories.
Yeah. He was just saving the world with like Ness and stuff.
Yeah,
Somewhere in the subspace emissary.
beating the shit out of Sans Undertale.
The fan
okay.
fictions are going to be insane.
Oh yeah.
I'm not ready for this yet.
So yeah, what song would you have in there?
Honestly, I don't know songs by name.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what the song is in it because I haven't even seen the whole track list. Is the intro song from Kingdom Hearts 1 when he's like underwater in the
When
game?
you
No,
I like
that's
that
Simple
song.
and Clean. No, that's
Simple
not
Clean.
Okay, that's the one I want.
that song slaps.
Me personally, and I spoiled myself because I watched the rest of Kingdom Hearts 3 because I didn't play it, but the theme that I wanted in there the most was the rendition that they did with Vector to the Heavens and The Other Promise. That would have banged as a Game 5 song, and
I have to look this up later. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
You have hours of music.
Yeah.
Hours.
What? Oh my.
Hours
So
of
much music from Kingdom Hearts.
you, honestly, you're good for the week.
Listen, you have work to do. Just start playing Kingdom Hearts music. It'll get you through your week.
On your ride home.
Oh my god. I gotta start lifting.
Oh yeah. All right. So next topic: who would you have wanted to be on the Smash roster? You have up to 3 characters for each. So we're gonna start with Joy-Con and then work around.
and this is just going off the vein of more music in Smash, because like I love, even if I don't play the character, I love having good music in the fighting game, because all the different, like even characters I wasn't really fond of getting in, or like I didn't really care much for getting in, like Byleth, Three Houses music slaps, 100%. Like that music is so good. And then I don't play Kazuya, but like Heat Hey Shadow, that's one of my favorite songs to put on.
Hachi.
Ooh.
Hey Hachi.
Did they technically make him a Mii skin?
They did.
Oh god, that sucks.
But the two characters I would have liked to get in more for the music than anything else would have probably been, because Dante's already a skin, would have been like Nero. Just to get that DMC music in. And then also Raiden from Metal Gear Rising.
Ooh.
Because to have it has to be this way as like a Game 5 song on FD or something like that, I would nut on the spot.
Absolutely.
Oh,
that or like what was the Monsoon one called? Stains of Time or something like that?
Yeah.
Just have the guitar riff opening.
Yes.
That would be so sick.
DGK.
All right. So, if I had to add 3 characters, you know, obviously one of them's gonna be an obligatory Pokemon character because they add a million of them. I'm gonna say Garchomp. That's my dog.
Okay.
Ooh, that would have been sick.
Cynthia would beat my ass with that shit, so we gotta put that in the game so I can replicate. But second character, this guy's not popular enough to get in, but Tasmanian Tiger. It's an older game. Like
I remember.
Respect.
Wait,
I like
what's
the game a
character?
lot.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Tiger. From Taiwan.
I remember that, the one with
Sorry,
boomerang.
Boomerangs, yeah.
Yep.
So I could just see like a moveset where he uses different boomerangs. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be
And my third character is a pipe dream, and I really wish this would happen. Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza, bro.
That would be sick, dog. That would be sick, dog. Yo, and the music would bang, bro.
Yes, it would.
Oh my god, bro. I'm about to drop kick people and smash. Like, come on, bro.
Absolutely.
Yo, they beat your ass to Baka Mitai.
That would be so sad and so amazing.
Yes.
Okay, that's respect right there. That's a good one.
Absolutely.
All right, Jocko.
Okay. So I'm gonna paint the scene for you.
All right.
So like, the direct starts, it kind of like goes black, and then it looks like a little commercial comes up. Citizens of the world, I am Dr. Eggman. the same way he came in. He like had that announcement on Sonic Adventure 2.
Yes.
Get him in.
Oh, that would have been so
Eggman.
sick.
I think like Eggman probably was one of the characters that like if they put him in the game, ooh, I would have a pocket Eggman because that character you can like be so creative.
Yeah.
With what that character can do.
Yeah.
There was that. I'm a diehard Mother fan, so I did want Porky in the game because I know that like what they did with Ridley, where they kind of like made him smaller and stuff like that. I think they can do the same thing with like the machine if you fight him in Brawl.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that would have been like a very good way to show some love to the Mother scene because that series gets no love. Even though Lucas and Nesson are in the game, that series gets no love. Aside from that, if we want to get like another character from the existing franchise, then by all means, I would say, I actually want I want a unique Fire Emblem character. I do like Fire Emblem a lot. It's not my favorite franchise, but I think like
Hector.
Hector would have been the greatest. Now, if it was a new franchise, Hollow Knight.
True.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight.
Big facts.
That character would have been so good, and I feel like the movement would have been fun. But I can understand why not putting him in the game because like his moves, aside from the specials, his moves aren't the most unique. He's still kind of like a sword character at heart. I guess the slashes look a little bit different and stuff like that. But I think those are my thoughts for characters.
I think he could have been like a Mii Sword Fighter skin at least, because I feel like Mii Gunner got all the love with the skins.
Don't disrespect me like that.
No, 'cause if he's not gonna get it, at least respect the game in some way.
No.
As a Mii fighter, no.
never leave it out.
All right, Arrow, your 3 characters.
So when it comes to the characters, I'm a little spoiled. I already got 4 of my 5 that I wanted were put in the base. Joker, Hero, Byleth, and Sephiroth were 4 of the 5 characters I really wanted. The 5th, Eggman. Eggman in that mech suit, flying all around, shooting the missile. I would have camped everyone out. That full 7 minutes.
No, we can't put that character in the game. Never mind, we can't put that character in the game. Nope, I ain't coming in.
It's unfortunate, but if I had to go with 3 more, number 1, probably Phoenix Wright.
True.
A little out
True.
there, but they made him work in Marvel vs. Capcom. He's a Nintendo exclusive character. Why didn't they give him any love?
I know. I'm just saying. Like,
Just
he
trying to
would
throw
have
out some objections out there, you know?
Yes.
He's such a cool character in that game. And then after that, Fire Emblem character, similar to Chalk. You kind of read my mind. Hollow Knight, Fire Emblem, Eggman. Those are like the ones on my mind. But
True.
I'm trying to dive off.
We just got good taste. What can I say? What can I say?
Oh, Lord.
Actually, I want to add on to the. Oh, you
Oh, no, go for it.
ahead.
Go for
I was gonna say after we discuss the 3 characters, we should discuss maybe 1 to 2 Echo Fighters we want in the game.
Oh no!
No, there's way too
That's
many.
too deep a rabbit hole. That's way too deep. There's too many.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
I gotta
should
say
be in.
Shadow
There's no
Shadow the Hedgehog.
There's
right?
no reason he's not in this game.
Sonic needs more reps. Shadow Hedgehog's edgy. That's it.
No.
That's all you gotta know. What do you mean?
The thing is that like, Sonic is gonna spin dash. Shadow has a gun.
That's what's up.
I cannot feel good making him an Echo Fighter of Sonic. Cause Shadow needs his guns.
All right, then give him the gun.
It's like spin this boy.
For his neutral special, he wields a gun.
But continuing on, Zagreus from Hades.
Yes,
Troy Khan mentioned
sir.
earlier. Zagreus
Yes,
is so
sir.
cool. Kind of like Byleth, where each aerial and special could be like a different weapon of his that he wields. Could be such a unique and cool character. Nintendo doesn't give any love to those indie companies, though.
No.
My man has like what, 5 weapons? He's got like the gauntlets, the sword, the
He's
bow.
got the arrow. He's got a railgun too.
Yeah.
In the late game, you know.
Yeah,
you
the
can
railgun.
blast Pikachu off the face of the planet, get off my tier list, you know, kind of character. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, so for me, the 3 characters that I would want, one of them being Virgil from Devil May Cry 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's one. Second character, Bomberman.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Bomberman.
By now. Crap.
And the third and final character, oof, it's tough. Akechi from Persona 5.
See,
Yes, sir.
yeah, here's the thing. If we were gonna do Echo Fighters of different characters, I would have said either give Joker a Akechi, or if you didn't want to, if you wanted to give love to the other Persona games that are represented, give him like you or Makoto or something like that as like an Echo
Use a
Fighter.
Chad.
Yeah, use a Chad.
Chad, bro.
But like, I would have liked to see Akechi as like an Echo Fighter just so we can get Persona Royal music in Smash.
Bro, they won't even give us Life Will Change.
I'm just.
I know. They clown us on that one, bro.
I mean, you know, most of the songs are great, but Nintendo, Layer Cake. What's going on?
Yo, that's a bang.
What's
Yes,
going
sir.
on?
Yes, sir. Now
Layer
we talking.
cake?
Now we
Oh
talking.
Lord.
That's the gun chop.
That's my alarm.
That's EY, boy.
Yeah,
was
wait after
actually-
that.
I
That's the
think
best confidant.
we can all agree that if Nintendo made like a DLC with just straight music, they can charge that like $50. I'll pay it.
Dead ass.
I'll
Dead
place
ass.
order.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, here we go again.
I'll do it too.
Take my money.
Oh my god.
Y'all taking Apple Pay?
Y'all got Cash App? Oh Lord.
Waluigi, you're last.
So we obviously know mine is going to be Waluigi as a first choice.
No.
Of course.
So then I was thinking deep for another Sonic character,
Okay,
Knuckles the Echidna.
that's fine. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll pay money so he can either be like an Echo Fighter for Mac, but as long as he has a taunt, he punches. He throws,
Dog,
Well,
Knuckle has a way better recovery than Little Mac
Bro, he
does.
can
That boy
straight
can
up fly,
glide.
bro.
He can glide.
okay, hear me
Mac
out.
glide.
A spicy little Mac. Anyways, but if he can
Spicy
taunt,
little spice.
I know y'all weren't ready for me, but if he can taunt, do you know D-Way? I will pay no matter how much money.
Oh gosh. You know, I can appreciate maybe if you had the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
3,000%. You have me there.
I'll pay good
I'll take the
money.
Knuckles music too.
And then the last one
Yeah.
I was debating heavily, but I remember Jeff Kaplan giving permission to use any of his characters for Overwatch. I was gonna say Diva.
Okay.
Diva? Okay.
Because I was,
Favorite game.
I was thinking about like mechs and all this. I'm like, good for long distance in case her suit blows up. It can be like a zero suit Samus style.
Back in Brawl, yeah.
I didn't want to say Doom guy, honestly, so I just had to improvise.
So like a kind of like a form changing fighter, basically. Like when they lose the mech, it's like a different.
Yes.
I could see her like absorbing projectiles with the like the who's called the little green.
I'm just imagining the ultimate just being like, nerf this, and you just see everyone erased.
Everyone just dies.
You can't escape. I just thought about that. I'm like, wait, hold up, casual, insane.
Casual.
Those are my three.
All right. So next topic: where do you see the future of Smash going to next? Starting with Arrow.
So for Smash as a series, it's a little weird because Sakurai has been teasing us for like a decade, saying this is the last one. I'm done. But I'm back.
That's cap.
I do feel like Ultimate being the pinnacle of gaming that it is and everything it represents, it really will be Sakurai's last one.
Yeah.
I do see a world where Nintendo continues the series on their own, kind of half-assing it or just taking apart what he did. But no matter what the future holds, content and game-wise, I definitely feel like Ultimate will be the peak of Smash, and this is kind of, where it all ends.
Man, that sucks to hear, man.
I know.
Yeah.
It sucks because it's just like, can it go even higher than this?
Exactly. I feel like it'd be really hard to top. But hey, while it's here, I'll be running events. David will be running events. We'll be
Yes, sir.
competing. We'll be repping it to the most we can as long as we can.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Jocko?
So I thought about this. I actually thought about this a lot, and Sakurai. Everybody knows Sakurai's getting a lot older. As it is for Ultimate, he isn't working. He isn't working as much. He is mostly like directing and giving orders, and like he has the vision. I think going forward from here, I think it'll be more of a relationship like that where he's not really directly making stuff, but he is still like his influence will like he'll guide the process. Now, Ultimate is supposed to be this game where like everybody's here. It's supposed to be the ultimate culmination of all these games coming together.
Right.
I think going forward, what's going to happen is the next Smash game, because I think there's going to be more Smashes could come over in the future. The next Smash game is going to be a refresh. It's not going to have that 80-man roster. I really doubt it. I think it's going to choose some of the most popular characters from the 80-man roster, and then it's going to like kind of be like a new start for the game, a new direction that they go. It's going to go in a very new direction, and I don't know. Part of me thinks that like it would be pretty cool if that happened, but also there's the thought that like I actually like the idea of the game ending, and this gives us an opportunity to actually start building upon this game, building a community around this game, the same way that Melee has. Because like the only reason why that scene thrives is because it was built by the ground up, and people stuck with their game long term. That game has been relevant for 20 years. Dude.
Yeah.
20 years. That's insane to me.
Yeah.
So I want to see that same level of love in Ultimate, but we'll have to see.
Oh yeah. DGK?
I think definitely that it's gonna be probably Sakurai's last game that he's officially working on. I think Nintendo's gonna continue making the game because they like the bag.
It's a cash cow.
Yep. Yeah. Like Choco said, I agree. I hope that this game, I like this game a lot, and I really hope that it ends up being like a Melee situation where in the future we continue playing regardless of other new Smash games, that we can come together. We can even play both Smash games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's Melee players that enter both Ultimate. That's perfectly fine. I'm cool with that. I think Melee's sick. I love playing Melee. And it's crazy, like Choco said, 20 years, bro. Like, these people were like in their 20s when the game came out, or like in their teens. These people are like 30-something now. They have families. They have, you know, and they're still competing, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's insane.
and some of them are still just as good, bro. Mango is still just as good.
Mango's goaded.
He is a kid. I mean, dude, the guy is incredible. But I think like that's gonna be probably the future of Smash. I could see maybe a world like Choco mentioned where like they just start fresh, maybe add new DLC characters, more like modern for like younger kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Leave us boomers with the old games. Just kidding. But I could definitely see that being a possibility.
Joy-Con?
My only thing is that when I was watching the direct for Sora, he Sakurai, I know this is going to be like, oh, you're overanalyzing what he said, but Sakurai basically said something along the lines of like, all the characters who are going to be in the game should have appeared by now. So it's like, I don't know if that's just a translation thing from Japanese and English, but maybe that's him teasing either there is more to Smash, either this one or maybe like a new game coming or something like that.
Okay.
To where he's basically saying, even if it's not under him, Smash isn't going to be over. And like, I think probably I agree with what you guys said, where it's going to be like for more modern day kids and stuff like that. So we may be looking at a world where Jonesy is in a Smash game coming the next one.
The darkest timeline.
Bro, listen, we got Sora. Let the kids have this one.
We got our melee.
Sora's lighting
We got
the
our
way.
melee.
Sora's lighting our way in this dark world. Let them have the darkness.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like I kind of agree with them with just saying like it's probably going to be like either a more modern rendition of Smash, just giving the kids that are growing up under, you know, that consider us boomers nowadays, basically giving them like their chance to kind of just grow with these characters, and maybe they start like a new chapter that's not under Sakurai. Maybe Sakurai just has like a little bit of influence, kind of giving his blessing to this something like this happening.
Okay. Waluigi?
Honestly, I'm not sure what's gonna go, but I'm not sure what comes after Smash Ultimate. Like that just feels like a finale of a name.
Smash Infinite.
Shit, you're right.
Smash.
Hey, that could be a sequel.
Custom upload
Honestly,
characters
that
like
would.
rivals.
Definitely think it's gonna last for a good like 4 or 5 years in time. What would you guys say for like Smash Ultimate, at least for the competitive scene, or see if there's any changes, nerfs, buffs?
I also have the idea. I've also had the idea that what they could also do is because like they do a new Smash for each console generation.
Yeah.
I know people don't want to admit it, but more than likely, going into 2022, we're probably going to start transitioning into the next. What's the next big thing that Nintendo's going to do? Maybe like a Switch Pro. That's been the main hint for the longest time. So I think if they do go that route on just a Switch Pro, maybe it's not going to be a brand new Smash. Maybe it's going to be, hey, we already have a good formula with Ultimate.
Yeah.
Why don't we bring it over to the new system, but at that point they could go the Street Fighter V route, where they kind of like they add in new mechanics and refresh the whole metagame. So like the game revolves around like different aspects. So I think that's another way that they can do it. It won't be as cool if they port it over, but I think that's a very that's a very easy way for them to still kind of like keep that 80-man roster, keep all those picks, and still keep the game somewhat fresh.
Okay.
I think they did something similar for Fighter Z too, right? After Gogeta 4 got released, they kind of reset the whole meta with just
Each season they rebalanced the game. Season 3, they added in they gave every character the ability to have different assists.
Yeah.
And then they added like a rage mechanic or something.
Yeah, and I think certain characters got like level 4s and stuff like that, where after you do a level 3, you can do now like another level 1 on top of that, like as a combo or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's just one of those things. It's like they're going that route of each year they're going to refresh the meta. The metagame is going to shift. Characters that were irrelevant are going to become relevant, and that's a very good way to keep a fighting game running for a very long time. It's just that developers gotta acknowledge, like, okay, we can beat this dead horse as much as we can, but at some point we have to make a change. Otherwise, people are gonna disappear.
Yeah.
There's a timeline where Lucas is top tier.
Yes.
I never want to live in that timeline.
Twilight Zone.
That was PM, buddy. We're not getting it again.
People freeze.
I honestly think that with Smash Ultimate and the future of it, I think it's still gonna continue to keep thriving for the years to come. And the Nintendo Switch life is still young. It's still young. It still has a lot of more years to continue to keep flourishing. So Smash is going to continue to keep flourishing at that time. Now, if they did something different, like what Chaco said, where they refresh the game and bring in some new mechanics, then that's going to keep Smash alive. It's going to keep it thriving, and of course, it'll also invite new people into the game as well. Because just like as he said, like with how they do with Street Fighter, where you have base Street Fighter, then you have arcade edition, and then you have the champion edition and whatnot. Like you have different editions. I really feel like like even with Mario Kart 8, like it was originally a Wii U game, and now it's on the Switch, but it's deluxe. I feel like that could happen with Smash Ultimate, where if there was another Nintendo console, then they would keep Smash Ultimate, keep the formula, or just say Smash Ultimate Deluxe, and then introduce some new mechanics, new characters, and still keep the game thriving and going. And then, of course, something like, introducing seasons where they rebalance the game and rebalancing characters and whatnot, so that way they can, fine-tune certain characters, nerf them, buff them, things like that.
Yeah.
Well said.
Like, it's no secret that Smash is a competitive game. Like even for me, coming into Smash, I'm just thinking like it's just a party game that just people just made it competitive. Like I don't get it, but I get it. Like after over a year or so of just TOing here at Flynn's Arcade, and I see why Smash thrives the way it does, because it has that community and people want to get better at the game, because there's a lot that the game has to offer, and it's different. It's not like your traditional 2D fighters or 3D fighters. I look at it as more of a platform fighter, and it's different and unique, and it does deserve a space in the fighting game community, regardless of what some would say, because I hear the comments all the time. I hear it all the time. I even thought like that until I TO'd for a Smash tournament, and I've been doing it for over a year, and I'm just like, now I get it. The players, sometimes I don't understand y'all. I don't understand the players.
For real.
I don't understand y'all, but I'm learning. I'm learning. And I'm pretty sure you have your journeys and experiences.
Or his fair share of stories.
And of course, you guys being in the competitive scene, I know you guys have plenty of stories being with other players and whatnot. I don't get y'all, but I'm learning. I'm in that infancy stage, learning everyone and whatnot, and it's a great stage.
I'm honestly just here for the memes.
True.
All right, wow, we really blew through all of our topics so quick. So,
Alrighty, I have a quick question.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the most common stereotype you guys have gotten as a Smash player?
We smell.
I just wanted to hear this at least once.
Like, ain't nobody gonna tell me I smell. I am one of the cleanest people in the scene, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
I literally wear cologne anywhere I go.
I mean, you say
shower.
PK cheese all the time, so I kind of remember this.
That's completely different. That is
Smells kinda
fundamentally different. That's different cheese.
I will say, even like last night, I did experience, like I walked by somebody playing a set and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? I'm like, bro, I know it's a cramped space, but Jesus Christ. Deodorant, my guy.
I see my fair share of it. And I know Choco, remember Partyland? Remember that couch at Partyland?
Oh,
Boy,
my
remember
God,
Andrew? Remember Andrew?
Should I be scared?
It's really like, it's like one or two people or like a handful of people that really
Don't shower.
yeah, and it makes the whole community look bad. But if you look at the Smash tournament, bro, we got the most entrants. Like, if you got 100 people in a room, you know it's gonna be bound to be like 4 or 5 people that smell like shit. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's be real. Come on.
And most definitely, I think when it comes to like the whole smell thing, I think we're at the point where if somebody really smells, I'm gonna tell them.
Yeah. You have to.
Real talk.
Now this one may not be as fun, so sorry about that, guys.
Oh no.
You're fine. You're fine.
So if you guys remember last year during the summer, there was the whole movement where everybody was coming out with their stories.
Yeah.
Coming out with their stories, and I think after that, that was the first time I ever considered like I'm ready to quit, because that was a lot of bad stories. We heard.
Yeah.
And I think one of the stereotypes are like I hate more than anything, because like I love the game because I love the game.
Yeah.
But one of the stereotypes that still like really gets me mad is when like people like call Smash players pedos. I hate that.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
I hate that so much, because like when I got into the game, like I was young. I got into the game like I was interested in the game. I was watching tournaments at like 16, 17. So like, and I've been around like these older people all these times. So to think that like some people that I've met would do those heinous acts, that bothers me a lot. And I remember the day that like it was like one of the biggest players like Nairo came out, I hope for this story, and obviously that's a whole nother deep rabbit hole that can go deeper.
Oh yeah.
But I remember I didn't sleep that night, and I had a conversation with a friend. I'm like, I don't know what to do because I really love this game. I want to keep playing this game, but I don't want to be associated with that idea that if being a Smash player means you are like this sexual predator.
Yeah.
And at this point, I've gotten to the point where I play my game, I mind my business. I'm here to win, and that's it. But like, it's still something that comes up from time to time, and I got to think to myself like, don't listen to it. It'll go away eventually. It probably won't ever go away because this is a huge stain on the community.
Yeah.
Hopefully people can understand that that's not the community.
Yeah.
Those are just a few bad apples that decided to take advantage of people. And as long as we just keep doing our own thing, as long as we keep doing our thing and doing the right thing, then those stereotypes don't matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well said.
Well said.
100% agree.
Yeah, because I remember when that whole debacle happened and whatnot, and my entire Twitter timeline was literally in flames and shambles. I'm just like, shit, this is really bad. But it was also a good opportunity for those who are a part of the community to be like, you know what? Maybe this is something that is needed to where the entire community, the entire FGC community needs a refresh.
Kind of like a little wake-up call, refresher.
Yeah.
Like, hey, keep your eyes out. You know, we're all comfortable with each other. We all hang out. We're all cool. But sometimes you got to lay down the line and realize that, yeah, it's a game. Yeah, we play for fun, but it's real life, too. You got to separate the two, make sure everyone's staying safe, everyone's doing what they need to do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's when it's important to, keep people in check. It's important to, watch out for things that people are not aware of or whatnot, because you do run into some players that are, socially awkward. They're not used to, interacting with people in public a lot. They're not used to being in a large gathering. So you want to, make the experience as comfortable for them as possible, and have them also be comfortable with, speaking up if there's something going wrong. Like, don't just be silent about it. Speak up, say something, because if you just keep it quiet and whatnot, then all it is just going to encourage the behavior, and it's never going to get checked. And when that happened, it was like, yo, this is a good wake-up call for everyone in FGC, not just with Smash, but with all the other fighters. Like, we need to start holding each other accountable. Like, we need to start calling each other out when we do wrong. Like, it's okay if you make a mistake, but own up to it. Take responsibility and accountability of your own actions. So that way, not only you secure yourself and whatnot, but also you set an example for everybody else, especially for the younger generation that is looking at the people who are older, and it's like, man, you're acting this way. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Well said, man.
Yeah.
I feel like moving forward, I think like I have high hopes for the Smash community, and there are a lot of good people in this community, especially here in South Florida. Of course, you're gonna have very few bad apples or whatnot, but as long as you check them, you set them on the right path, then everything will be all good, man. Keep it classy.
Yes, sir.
Amen to that.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
All right, so I also have another question that I want to ask everyone. Which characters did you not want it to be in Smash?
Oh.
Man.
Starting with you, Joy-Con.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was just with the fighting, just with the characters that came out. I think the two that I was disappointed in, and I had two very differing reactions when they actually did come out versus when they were announced, were Byleth and Min Min. Because it was funny, because when Byleth came out, I'm like, okay, another Fire Emblem character. And then I actually started to kind of mess around with her and see how much she kind of deviated from the norm of it and how much versatility she had. I'm like, okay, no, she's actually like her own character. This is good. It's like she just has the Fire Emblem label on her. And then there's Min Min, who I thought when Min Min came in, I was like, okay, this is ARMS, that's a good Nintendo rep, fun aspect. And then I got back thrown F smashed at 20 and died. And I was like, you know what? I don't like this character anymore. That's not even a Little Mac thing. That was with any character I played. I just died. I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't like this character.
DK?
Man. I mean, I think every inclusion, well, except for one, but if I had to pick two, trying to remember which one of my least favorites. I mean, I gotta pick two, so I'll say maybe Terry. I don't hate Terry. I just don't personally really care for him. But like, it's not that I like am mad that he's in. I was just there like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, okay. And then he stole the words out of my mouth already. Please, who plays ARMS?
Oh God.
I'm an honest person, bro. I played the game for like an hour. It was okay, but then I was like, I ain't touching this again.
It's like what boxing
And then-
with extra steps.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what, whatever, 5 people, I'm happy for them. And then, she came out. I played one Min player in my life here at Flynn's. I played him, and after the set, I was just there. I'm like, I'm shaking anybody's hand who plays this character. Like, bro.
Like, however,
Oh my
however
God.
far Min's arms extend, stay the fuck over there. Like, that's how far you need to stay away from me to play that character.
Bro. Yeah, that was.
Rocco.
So I mean, most of the characters, at least for the characters that came out in Ultimate, I love every inclusion. I think that every inclusion in Ultimate specifically are good because they were almost all of them were like there was love behind putting them all in. Now, if we're talking about all the DLC in general or all the characters that came in and had their own trailer, we can go back to Smash 4. And the characters that I was just like, I think Rosalina and Luma. I Rosalina and Luma and Greninja. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Hear me out. Wait. Let me see. Greninja. It's not so much that I don't dislike Greninja. I think that character's super cool. It's the fact that I'm just like, we already have so many Pokemon. And the same thing with Rosalina and Luma, though, like Rosalina, I was so uninterested about Rosalina and Luma. I'm like, these characters are just annoying. From the start, I'm like, that's just gonna be annoying to fight. And mind you, I didn't play competitive at that time when it came out. But like, that character's just so uninteresting. That is so uninteresting. There's like, oh my god, like some of the characters that came, like for the characters that got announced, like Mega Man, Villager, it was Mega Man, Villager,
Ben,
Pac-Man, Pac-Man, Duck Hunt. Those were like super unique, and
Yeah.
you just like don't get me wrong, the way they play is unique. I will admit,
Gimmick.
but like Rosalina and Luma, I'm using a little dumb star.
Hey,
Like,
Wow.
don't call it dumb. It's about guys who's goated.
But yeah, like I said, I think most of the characters that were announced and included in the Smash, well, I can't really hate the characters too much. There wasn't one that I was just like, oh, I would quit the game if I have to fight this character. Because at the end of the day, like, I got into Smash because it's a game that showcases all of my favorite franchises and everybody else's. So as long as we're still having that joy of being able to like have characters come in, then it didn't really matter to me.
I gotta follow up real quick though.
Okay.
Let's be honest. I know you didn't, the whole Greninja thing, but they're gonna put him in. Ash's Greninja, come on, like that was coming. Like,
Of
You-
course,
you
of
know
course
that
they were
was
gonna put him in.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
and Rosalie is the best princess, by the way.
Daisy's right there, but that's
Daisy's the only- we could drop Peach. We could drop Peach. We'll drop Peach.
we could drop.
We could
Agreed.
we could drop Peach. Now we speaking. Go ahead.
But I think that's it for my picks of characters I really didn't want in. I really wish they redid some trailers. I hated that Corrin trailer. I like Corrin. I like Fates. I played Fates. That's a solid game.
Banger.
That was the worst, like, reveal. Same for Violet. I don't know what it is with Fire Emblem characters. They have trash reveals.
Yeah.
So bad. So bad. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna change my answer. I didn't care too much for Lucina because it should have been Chrom. Lucina's inclusion in the game, it should have been Chrom.
It should have.
It should have been Chrom.
It really should have.
Oh no, he got in the game. He's Robin's Smash, Final Smash.
Oh, Final Smash, yeah. He's just in there. He's waving his sword. He's in there. He's there for like
Why
2
would you
seconds.
lie to me like that, Nintendo? And then Chrom in this game is just,
Roy,
he's just Roy.
but worse.
That's supposed to be Lucina's father. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, you want Marth 3?
Yeah, just go on. Just go on. to the next person.
He's scoping.
Oh my god.
Let me start out with a fuck Min.
True.
Yes.
Spitting.
There's no reason. No one plays ARMS. I'm sorry to all 6 ARMS players that might be watching this podcast, but like nobody wanted an ARMS rep. Like it could have been anything else.
My dogs.
Aside from that, no one really made me like upset because kind of the same boat as Choco. It's a celebration of gaming. Every series that got repped, I'm glad they had at least one rep. I don't think Xenoblade needed a second one. Pyramithor can go jump off a cliff. I really don't think we needed them after a show.
Don't tell them to do that. If they jump off the cliff, they won't be able to recover.
Y'all got a Rex Me costume. You can move along.
Oh my god. The brutality.
Oh my gosh.
Pokemon, Greninja. We did not need Greninja. Give me another PT. Give me a PT with like Gen 2 Pokemon or Gen 5 or anything new. Just
So, how would you have felt if like Cynthia was a playable character? And like as like the big kind of like how Charizard is, you had the Garchomp instead of like 2 other ones like that. Like that. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
that would be
insane.
raw. That would be
That's sick.
That's kind of what I was hoping Byleth would be. When I saw Byleth now, so I'm like, I hope it's like a, you change between axe form and the sword form. Lance
That
form.
would be sick.
That would have been sick. They did their best, I guess, with what they had. I still like Byleth's kit. I think it's really cool and unique. Aside from that, let me take a quick think. Lucina, again, didn't really think she was necessary, but I was like, okay, if they're going to add her, at least she's going to be unique, right? And then it's like, nah, it's just Marth. But better. I was upset about that. Let's see, Ultimate. Everyone was cool in Ultimate. Everyone's cool. Yeah, I got no real complaints. Sakurai, he did his best, and it came out goddamn good. No complaints there.
All right, I'm gonna just say for me, get rid of Min Min. Get rid of Min Min.
All aboard the Min Min hate train.
You already know. And get rid of, for the love of God, please.
Oh, and Piranha Plant.
Hey, it's a good
Thank
meme.
you, Piranha Plant. Like,
Hey,
Plant game.
I don't mind.
Getting rid of Rosalina, we're getting rid of Piranha Plant.
I don't mind
Sorry.
Piranha Plant though. I honestly don't.
I was just like, when Piranha Plant was like announced, and I was like, the fuck is this?
It should have been Waluigi.
You know what? I'll hop with you on that. Instead, like Waluigi should have been first DLC.
Heyman,
Free with the
Yes.
game download.
Yeah.
I was cursed with his name because I expected Waluigi being Smash. It was a gag.
so sorry.
And now I'm cursed with it.
Yeah, Min Min, Piranha Plant, get rid of them both.
I think Piranha Plant was. I didn't like Piranha Plant at first, but then I thought about it myself. I'm like, this motherfucker really put a fucking plant in the game, bro. I'm like, keep him. This is a good meme. Keep it. Plant gang. You know what? We keeping it.
Absolutely.
Plant gang.
No. Yeah, Waluigi, you're two.
I don't know if anyone's ready for this, but Isabel, Animal Crossing.
Isabel 2
I
was kind of
almo-
like.
I almost said that. Don't get me wrong. Animal Crossing is a great game.
But why another character?
Dude, we don't need another character, man.
Honestly, I wanted Tom Nook to smack somebody with money bags or something.
I feel like Isabelle is like if you want to play villager while also seeming like more of a scumbag.
Yeah.
Just be more
Because like
annoying.
you can just do like wave taunts and stuff like that. I mean, not villager dances, but it's like you just F smash somebody off stage. You just do the little Isabelle wave, like "Hi, I just took your stock."
And I know people. I have friends that play Isabel. She's like, oh, she's so adorable, and like they're just timing me out, and I'm like, this isn't fun.
It's like, no, I play against Isabel. I'm like, you're about to turn me into Michael Vick. All my football fans will get that one.
No COVID. Oh my god. Oh my god. Poor Choco Taco.
Oh God.
Wow.
I don't even know if I should keep going.
No, please continue. Please continue. Go ahead, teacher.
When it comes to Isabel being in the game, I actually think it has a lot of business purposes for Nintendo. I think Animal Crossing has a lot of female, feminine players that play the game. I think Isabel targets that market audience much more than Villager does. A lot of people love Animal Crossing. A lot of, players that, when they first start playing the game, they're like, oh, it's Isabel. I love this character. And they hop on the character. So I think a lot of it has to do with trying to market towards that demographic more or less, and just, business practices.
She's fucking annoying though.
All right, so-
fighting against.
Well, that's a different topic, though. I'm just saying why they put her in.
What else you got for me?
I'm gonna say this, but if they throw Anka in Smash, I will legit not even associate with anybody.
Honestly, I'm out. We're Street Fighter. I'm going back.
And y'all know what I'm talking about.
Why is Pichu in the game?
Yeah. What?
Why do we need Pichu and Pikachu?
I mean, Pichu was back in Melee.
Okay, I would agree on Arrow on that. Like, Pichu, what the fuck? You have Pikachu. Like, what?
I never understood that.
At that point, just add Raichu too. Like,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
fucking family.
Yeah, literally.
Oh man. I mean, I actually don't like the concept of Echo Fighters. I hate that. I guess it's a way so they can add in a little bit more characters than normal, but I have hated the concept of Echo Fighters. Pit and Dark Pit,
Yes.
dude.
And the
Like,
Belmonts.
you just Dark Pit is literally Pit, but you made him Latino.
You're right.
Like, huh? Why? I've never liked that idea of Echo Fighters. Don't get me wrong, it's cool that we have two Belmonts. Why do they play the exact same? Like, bro, so it's just like, hey, if you want to be a Chad, you pick Richter. If you want to look like an ogre, you go Simon.
Hey, bro, you got the fur coat, bro.
Yeah, man, don't bring back Echo Fighters. Come on, man.
Just Shadow. With a gun.
Although all I'm saying is if Nintendo dropped the $5, here's Dry Bowser, I buy it.
Oh no. I'm sold.
Wait, would it be a skin or an actual character?
Character, give him a different flamethrower, call it a day, and sell it for $5. I'm buying.
Bro, it's just bones.
Hey, whatever sells.
It's literally the same character.
Yeah, but he's bones. It's cooler. He's edgier.
Make it a skin.
That's what I was just saying.
It's bones, bro.
All right, so what would you guys want to see changed for Smash?
Wait, dash it.
He's ready.
I'm gonna let Chaco go.
Let him go first. He's got some things.
Changed for Smash.
Making me nervous right now.
I guess they're probably gonna mostly be competitive changes.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't like the parry system in the game. I think the parry system is actually kind of bad. There's not enough reward to that you get off parry. Because the whole idea is like when you parry something, it gives you this visual animation. It's a visual animation. If somebody hits you with the move, it stuns them for a bit, so you can get like a hard punish. So like, I'm thinking like, oh, Street Fighter, Moment 37, Daigo parrying the super and like winning the game off of that. In reality, it's not really done that well. It's not really done that well because it only gives you a couple more frames of an opportunity to punish, like about 3 or 4, and that's not. And I feel like for something as risky as dropping your shield against like an F smash, why is that? Why am I only getting like mildly rewarded? But I understand that if you make parry too strong, then it becomes. If you make parry too strong, then people don't want to hit you. Mm-hmm. And in a fighting game, if people don't want to hit you at all, it's gonna look whack.
Tom battle.
I think that the way that I want to go about it, bring back power shielding the way that it was in 4, and also still have parry, but make it a tighter window and give more reward. So then, we would have perfect shield. We can like move forward, shield projectiles, and we can like that. That option is very good. So you can actually like have value out of using your shield. But then if you are confident in your parries and you have the timing down, you can go for a much harder parry on a move and get a harder punish. And I think that would like be very good for the game. I think that would be very good for the game. It would definitely change a lot.
And give it a lot more depth.
It would give it a lot more depth, but I think that like I like it when games have depth like that. I like little things like that. I know in Melee they have like light shielding and power shielding, and that can like change interactions on platforms and stuff. I like little things like that, and I really want them to change the parry system. I understand that they're probably not going to touch it because I do think that if you change it too drastically, that changes the game drastically.
I think that like something that would be interesting is when you said like parrying in F Smash, how risky that is. I think the reward should be similar to how like, so you know how Sora with like his counter, when he counters, it kind of has that stumble back.
Yeah.
Like if somebody tries to hit you with an F Smash and you parry that, it kind of gives them a little bit of that, or like a stumble back, so you have a little bit more of an opportunity to hard punish it, but only on like Smash attacks, not like if somebody's dropping down fairing you. Like that should just be like you were saying, like Smash 4.
Absolutely, and then like you have projectiles as well, where like if you parry a projectile, you don't get those stun frames. You don't get those frames of advantage.
They throw another one.
Yeah, so like parrying projectiles is like inherently worse. It's just better just to move around them in general.
Yeah.
So that's why I think if you have the power shielding, the whole thing is that after you power shield came out frame 1, the first immediate frame. So you power shield a projectile, you can keep moving. In a game, Smash movement is everything.
Yeah.
So that would be a very good way. So then, like, that would inherently nerf zoners, but I think zoners are too strong to begin with, as well. So I think that would be just that's what I think. At least.
I could agree with that.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat called you based, Chaco.
Based?
Base, let's
Yeah.
go.
Word.
What's their name? What's
On
their name?
balance.
Andrew.
Oh, balance,
That's
Andrew.
Andrew.
You're based too.
What a king.
Based Chaco.
Andrew, I love you. I hope you know that. You're my homie.
Any changes that you guys would like to see in Smash?
Just add back wave dashing. It's so fun. Even if it's not like very useful in Ultimate because the game's already fast-ish, it's just so fun. It's a nice flex.
Oh, we talking like gameplay or like
gameplay
character?
one.
Anything. Anything.
Oof. Okay, I'll try to take the gameplay though. Honestly, I just want a lot of fixes, and most of the fixes are character fixes per se. Game mechanic wise, I don't know. There's too many gimmicks. I don't know any I hate like when you like hit a move and then the frame is like you know you killed them. It's not even close to killing them. You're like, bruh, like. Or the camera. Okay, I know a perfect thing. I'm sorry. Forget that.
Okay.
Cameras. There's times where like you could be off stage, the other person on the other side of the stage, bro, and the camera's just so off, and sometimes it's hard for me to recover. Sometimes on awkward camera angles and stuff like that, like just unnecessary awkward camera angles.
I see that a lot with like
I
when you're
think
playing
it's
like Duck
annoying.
Hunt. You know, they have like the barrel on one side of the stage, so it has to like focus on the barrel, and then you're all the way over here, and you're like, where the fuck am I over here? The game's happening over here, not where the fucking barrel is.
It's the star of the show. It blows up.
Joy-Con?
You guys took pretty much all the good ones, so if we're gonna go for characters, I want to do one character specific thing. It's not gonna make the character mid tier. It's not gonna break him or anything. Just give Little Mac a side B back after he gets hit in the air.
No.
That's all I ask. That's the only buff I want for him. That's it.
No.
I will die on this hill at 20.
You will die. You will die alone at 20.
I know. I'm already 23. I'm still living.
I'll give you like a slightly bigger aerial hitbox. That's it.
I'll take anything at this point. I'm desperate.
Bro, my boy Joy-Con looking like Squidward that one episode. He's like spare change.
Fair change, man.
Spare above Sakurai. Please.
I guess if you don't want to do competitive things because like there's more to the game, give me more single player stuff. I think there wasn't enough. I think World of Light was like it was a good concept, but in practice it was nowhere near as interesting as something like a Subspace Emissary. There's no like break the targets, which that was one of the most fun mini games because like they tailored it to every single character, and little things like that. I think one of the best modes out of any Smash game Smash Run. If you didn't play Smash for 3DS, you did not play the best mode in all of the game. Because the whole thing was like you have to find all these little like items. Each item gives you a little buff. You find as much as you can, and at the very end, it will be either a fight, a race, or like other kinds of like
mini games kind of style.
like a little mini game, and you had all those buffs that you got from it. That was the best.
I think the reason that I like that mode the most was because when I was a kid, I used to love playing Kirby Air Ride in the city trial.
It is literally Kirby Air Ride.
That is what it was, and that was so much fun to play.
It is literally Kirby Air Ride. So, honestly, it's just not. I feel like it's just not that great as a single player game. I grew up an only child, so it was hard for like. I didn't buy Melee. I played Brawl for a bit, and I enjoyed it for a bit, but then I ended up like selling the game because like I'm alone. I'm alone. I sound like a huge loner. Oh gosh, I meant like since I'm an only
It's the cost of being based.
Hello.
it's all a day's work. But yeah, like for somebody who, let's say if I don't want to play with other people, what can I do? What else can I do? And if your game doesn't have anything that you can do on your own that isn't just playing with other people, then I think you're still losing value. You lose out on like a little bit of a market.
For sure.
Okay. I would say one of the changes I would like to see come to Smash is like good character balancing for certain characters, and of course, online capabilities. Like, fix the online, because wow. I mean, I've played so many fighters online, and I was just like, and when it comes to Smash, and I have the the little Ethernet thing plugged into the back of my Switch or whatnot, and I'm just like, good Lord, this is bad.
Bro, Tekken is even more efficient.
Yes, like Tekken 7,
bad too.
yeah, and
Exactly.
yes, someone agrees with me.
Oh man, it is.
Like the three of us can agree on this, actually.
Like Tekken Online is bad, but Smash Online is
It's
just
far worse.
I've played multiple fighting games. I've played Street Fighter. I've played Tekken. I've played Rivals. I've played Grand Blue. I think out of them, I think all of them, maybe like Street Fighter at the very beginning, because Street Fighter at the very beginning was pretty bad. But I think all that aside, I think all of them I've had a much better experience playing online than I've had with Smash Ultimate. But I also think that what makes Smash Ultimate feel worse is the fact that one, we came from Smash 4, which that game was a lot slower. I think the online was worse in Smash 4 than it is in Ultimate.
Okay.
But the game was slower than Ultimate. So when you felt lag, yeah, you're gonna feel lag, but it feels a lot worse in a game that feels that's supposed to be fast.
yeah.
I think that's the main reason as to why we harp too much on Ultimates online, because like if you think about it, compare Ultimates online to Brawl.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh no.
All I'm saying is if it's a faster game, it's gonna feel worse if it has bad netcode.
Yeah.
Bro, online was like frame by frame, bro. You throw an aerial, it was like,
And Brawl, you hear the 3.
Yo, I forgot that.
yo, but let me tell you something about Bro Online though. Hitting that sandbag was great.
Absolutely.
Taking out your anger between matches, hitting that sandbag and
That lobby is jamming.
I do miss
It
it.
does slap him.
Yeah, the online, like, good Lord, please fix the online. So that way, I mean, there is the whole thing of you should have rollback netcode or whatnot, but even some games that have rollback netcode isn't that good. I would say maybe a region lock next, for a Smash Ultimate. So that way, if you're in the North America region, you just play with people in the North America region, not someone that's all the way in some foreign country or whatnot, and you're just like,
What is these?
yeah, like you're moving and it's just like nothing. You just see just lagging and whatnot, and then disconnect. I'm just like, oh my god, you know what?
Like,
I'm on my PS5 screwed.
I felt that. If
And there's
I'm going
enough of
against
player
someone,
base
like
to do
out of
that, too.
seas, I'm just screaming USA, USA as I'm lagging to beat.
Malo, do you have any changes that you would like to see?
I'll read from chat actually. Spikes making the blast zone shrink. That was from Coven.
Oh,
Spike's making the blast
yeah,
zone
when you
shrink.
spike and if you go outside of the camera range before it pans, you'll die so much earlier. Like moves that you should survive at 40, 60%, you'll die to at 10 because you went past the little camera bubble and it's just like, nope,
Yeah, that's what.
you're gone.
Yeah, that's the main one that does that is Pikachu. Pikachu's little because it has a combo where it's like up air, and if you get hit by thunder, you get spiked. But because you're in that like bubble, that camera. Even if you have a good recovery, because the camera's there, we call it getting blast zoned. So like,
Lights.
and it really sucks because like it's just like some characters are just like that character specifically like abuses it super hard, and oh my gosh, there's little inconsistencies of the game too. I will say little character inconsistencies, but I also think, and this is just something that our friend has told me, Snorley. He's if you think about it, there's a lot of detail in this game to the point where like people's grabs will miss because somebody's idle animation
Oh,
was
the
like
Z,
this.
whatever. Yeah.
And a lot of us like to complain too much. A lot of us like to complain about like, oh, the game is unfinished. It's not that the game is unfinished. It's that the game is designed too perfectly. There's too much. It's too perfect of a game where little things like will make a huge difference. Oh, your F smash, your move whiffed because his F smash on the first frame, he raises his knee. That's really like it's insane to me. But yeah,
It's like Yoshi's up tilt. How sometimes like you'll use Yoshi's up tilt and it won't hit them because of that thing they had mentioned. It's like
The Z axis.
or whatever it's called. Yeah.
oh man, it's
Doesn't
just
fucking Yoshi's up till like not hit directly in front of him or something like that?
I believe it does. It has something to do with the Z axis. I've hit people in front of me. It just.
Oh, because I've whipped people who've been right in front of me where I'll do the up tilt and it'll just go right by them.
Yeah.
Like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah,
Z-axis,
because of the Z axis. So when you hit it, you have to hit it like from behind.
Yeah.
and it's
That's so dumb.
it's super. It is super weird. Super weird. So much of the game I would love to like. There's so much I would like to improve upon, but I also think the game is also perfect. It's still
It's Sakurai's vision.
Yes.
That's all that matters.
They're loving it.
I'm laughing at Coven's comment. He's like, I don't have a problem with getting off plat, but let me run off the fucking ledge. That is funny.
Like you try to ledge Trump and your character's just like, no, I'll just stop right here. What the fuck are you doing?
He's like, I'm just gonna die. I guess I'll just die.
You either just get stuck there, or you don't let Trump, and you just
And you die because you fast.
and you're like, oh my god.
Fox players.
With that, I do want to ask this one question. What are some of the annoying things in the Smash competitive scene as a player, like in match?
Oh, that people do, not the character themselves.
Either or.
Mid-stock pop-offs.
Now for the crowd that doesn't know Smash, can you please explain?
Oh, okay, I got you. So I'm playing Shaco. We're on setup 3. We're going, and Shaco's at like 40. I got him in the ledge trap scenario, and he SDs, and I do a little. Just keep going.
I don't know if you guys realize this, and you know I love him. I love him. He's one of my favorite players. He's so raw, but Flash be popping off all the time, bro. And like he be moving his body. So like sometimes we just gotta look. If you look at the stream setup over there, it's very close. There's not that much space because it's one TV, it's one monitor. So when you're going like this while I'm playing, I'm just like, like good. That is like your answer was great.
And even here, you know, it's a little more spaced out than Versus or like a Tate's bracket where we're in just a little box where, you know, I could be playing Shaco, he takes a stock off me, he pops off, knocks me this way, and then I have like Joy-Con on my right playing a different set, he beats someone, pops off and shoves me this way. Man, I'm just trying to play my game, god damn.
Y'all are fighting.
We're scrapping mid-bracket.
Counterpick you IRL right now.
Did you got anything?
Oh my god, bro. So this this is actually at the last Flins, and this happens to me like almost every set I play. But everybody gets frustrated when they play against me. They get frustrated when they play against me. I got no fundies. I'm cheesy as shit. That's it.
The
I got no
PK
fundies. I'm cheese. So last time I played at Flint, there's a guy playing me. Me decently close set. It was a 2-0, but it was, it was relatively close.
2-0, but it was close.
Well, but just because the 2-0 doesn't mean that the set is, like a very.
Yeah.
But so I'm just there and like I'm just fighting. And every time I take a stock, this boy starts like saying stuff. It's not like fuck, it's like rage. He just starts saying like I swear he's trying to summon a demon or something. Bro, I was like, yo, calm down, dog. Like. Nah, like, now I'm scared, bro. Like, trying to summon some shit, like, whatever. So this guy just keeps talking, whatever, and you can see that he's visually pissed, bro. So then after the set, he just gets up, walks away, gets like a 10-minute breather, comes back, fist bumps me, and I'm just like, there's nothing I can do about it, man. The character I play, cheese, because I literally PK'd under him like 3 times that set and gimped him. So imagine at that point he's like, fuck this shit. He's like,
I relate to you so heavily because I also we play Lucas. I've gotten to the point where I'll go to majors, and like people will be money matching because we put money down. Like, it gives us a little bit of extra tension when we play.
Okay.
And obviously it's a little way to make a little bit extra cash. But I'll be like looking for money matches, or some people be like, hey, money match? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm down. And he says, who do you play? And he says, oh, and I told him, oh, I play Lucas. And he says, never mind. I've literally been told,
disrespect.
I've been told for friendlies that like, they don't want to play for me because I play Lucas. And I'm just like, bro, I can teach you the matchup. I can tell you. That definitely be beating me up. Oh man, I think another thing are the people that don't understand that this is a tournament and people are playing bracket, and then while I'm playing, they're like, "Yo, is this bracket? Are these friendlies?"
No, get away from me.
I remember it was at DGK's tournament that he hosted earlier in the week. It was me and Riku, another South Florida player. We were playing our set. It was game 3. And this guy, like, Riku takes my stock. And a dude comes up to me, random dude, and he's like, oh, he got you, bro. I feel bad, but when he touched my shoulder, I said, don't fucking touch me. I looked at him and said, don't fucking touch me. He was like, hey, take it easy, man. He was obviously drunk, obviously kind of tipsy, and I get it. But it's one of those things that's like, if you see that it's a tournament, double check with somebody that's not playing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I still think about it. I'm like, bro, come on. I lose when I play. If something messes me up, that's an outside factor. That to me, that is. I hate that. Everything should be done in game. So when somebody comes in, that's the most mad I'll ever be. I'll get visibly upset, and I'll be ready to fight somebody. I can't take care. I care about my sets too much.
I was gonna follow up because I know you mentioned it was at the bracket. I didn't actually know that happened. You should have brought it to my attention because I know that we had like a last-minute change that happened on that day. Unfortunately, again, the venue itself has a lot of like casuals and people who aren't part of the scene. So most likely that's probably what happened. He was drunk as well. Next time, let me know. I'll make sure to let everybody know in the thing. Hey, if someone's playing bracket, do not bother them. Even if you don't know if it's bracket, ask me first. Things like that. Don't approach these people. It might have been, I don't know if it was someone that was at that tournament entered or someone that just walked in like a spectator or something.
It's not really a problem because that's like a random occurrence. That can just happen anywhere. I can't really blame them for that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it was just like, it just happens, It just happens and you can't really get mad about it. You gotta let it go. I mean, I can get mad about it. But
I mean, I just want to make sure it doesn't happen again. And then, I try my best to improve upon things every week when I host. So I'm hoping if I do host at that venue again, they have a separate room. So it'll be separated from the main people. You're not gonna have that same noise issue that we had last time. I'll make sure to speak to him about that. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
No, it's not a problem.
We're not supposed to be in that venue. Like we're supposed to have our own section like
Yeah,
this.
it's not
And
a-
all that shit, so
all that
like-
aside, all that aside, but yeah, like there's so many things people do that can like really mess up the flow of a game, flow of a match.
People who talk mid-set, you know, that guy, you just took a stock off him. He's like, oh my God, you're so fucking trash. I can't believe I lost that stock to you. God, you're so bad. Oh, I'm so much better. Oh my God, dude,
people still-
how am I losing right now? Like,
people still
look at
do
you
that.
mash. Oh, look at you threw this IP
Somebody
again.
said this.
Again. Dude,
Yeah,
it
sometimes.
happens all the
So
time.
bad.
Some of our
Happens all
top
the
players
time.
do that. I don't. They think I can't hear because I wear noise canceling headphones, but when it's plugged in directly to the game, the noise canceling's not on. I can hear you guys. And, like I'm not gonna throw out names, but I've had a couple of our like best players do that.
Judas.
No names, and I'm just like, shh. And in my mind, I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
catch these hands.
Joy-Con, I know you got something that you want to share.
I mean, it was more like when I was first entering the scene and stuff like that. Like when I got to a point where I was actually able to be competitive with Little Mac when I was playing him, I'd have people like not even friendly. It's just like when I got in bracket, you know, be like, oh, who do you want to play? No, I'm not bringing you into this. Don't worry.
Okay.
Like-
this is like.
No, but like people will be like, oh, who do you play? I'll be like Little Mac. They're like, oh, okay. Like they give me that look to where it's like, oh, you play Little Mac, I'm about to whoop your ass, and then I'll 2-0 them. And because like they have that shit-eating grin on their face before the set that they're gonna whoop my ass, and then I do it. I get up from the set and like I'll fist bump and I'll look at them. I'll be like, what I fucking thought. Like I don't ever want to be that person that's like salty or something like that. But I'll get up and be like, if you fucking disrespect me in the character I play, I'll whoop your ass and I'll let you know I whooped your ass.
Hey, all the talking is done in game.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. I don't talk shit. I just get up from the set, be like, GG's. And then I'll go to the set and loudly be like, hey, 2-0 me.
Let your nuts hang.
And I mean, if we're talking about bad experiences, there was this one time I was playing. It was on stream. It was a really hot set. It was game 3, and then we had our lovely commentator Andrew. After I lost my second stock, go, if he loses to Cheese, I swear to God. And sure enough, what happened was I was playing against this really good Lucas player. He didn't have a lot of fundies, but he was pretty good at performing the cheese.
Really good.
You know him.
I've never heard of him in my life.
Wow.
I've never heard that man.
So for people who don't understand what happened, it was Little Mac versus Lucas. Game 3 last stock. I got back thrown at 0.
20.
No, 20. Okay, fine.
20.
20. I got back thrown at 20. PK Thunder came out, so I'm like, I'm gonna counter just so I don't use my jumper. Or my
I did
side
bait that
beam.
though.
No, you did. That was a good play. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I get to a point where I can upbeat a ledge, and Little Mac has this really funny mechanic where his fist is a hurt box as well. And Lucas,
Have a win box.
yeah, Lucas brought his PK Thunder to himself, so when it dragged to the stage, it dragged me under the stage, so I couldn't recover and died at 30. So commentators' curses, those suck, right?
Yeah.
For DGK, get outplayed.
No, I got outplayed. I won't lie.
Hold up. For you though, sleep with one eye open.
I wasn't ready for that.
Hey, listen, your character's an orphan. I'm about to make him meet his parents.
Money match?
Money match, next blends, I got you. Money match, next blends.
You know I
We
can't
don't
show up,
belong
man.
here.
Huh?
You know I can't show up, man.
Oh my God. All right, how about this? What, Tuesday?
You slide
I'll slide over yours on Tuesday. I'll money match.
I bet.
Tears,
Shake on right
tears
now.
are slowly coming down my eyes.
Oh my God. I mean, that is a little applause.
I knew that was coming, man. I knew that was coming.
No, dog, I wasn't going to at first, and then you started to get all hyped about it. I'm like, I gotta bring it up now.
How you gonna be me and Joy-Con on a podcast and not expect one of the most legendary moments?
That was the most hype. That was the most hype losers round 2 anybody's ever seen.
Yes.
I have never felt more like a protagonist in my life.
Antagonist. We talked about this.
You was the villain that night.
What you mean, bro? I'm the protagonist, bro. That was.
I'm making sure you're not wearing any Black Air Force Ones. That's the energy I saw.
That was like. That was the most Deku shit I ever done in my life, bro. Like,
I wonder if it's still online. Is it on?
I didn't even know what happened. Like, I did it, and I'm just standing there mid-stage. I'm like,
why you not getting mad? What? I'm like, huh?
No, because
And then-
I figured out what happened off the replay. It's the fact
Yeah,
that because
it
PK
went box.
Thunder's fucking back little sparkles that he does on his fucking PK rocket dragged me under stage.
Oh no, I watched the clip. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen, I just got outplayed. That's all that happened.
Outplayed.
Outfunded.
Outfunded. Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh man. All right. So our last segment is do you have any questions and answers? And for those that are watching in the chat, if you have any questions that you want to ask us, feel free to do so now.
Oh, let's see what Instagram pulled up for me.
Who's in the chat actually? I kind
We have Telos, we have
Hey,
Andrew, we have Coven. Sure Hyper was here earlier.
Hey, sure.
Hey.
Oh, Aerodon also said, we stand Aerodusk in this house.
Yo, let's go. Shout out to my
Nice.
girlfriend.
Hey.
Absolute queen.
Wholesome 100.
of head TO on deck.
Let's see. One guy said, D's nuts. I wish I was kidding.
Got him.
Yes, he did. Then Virtual Suplex asked, Dream Smash DLC. Pick 3 characters not in Smash. We've already.
Oh,
Yeah, we already covered that.
Rewind the VOD.
So we got your question already.
Yep, we did.
So that was it. All right. So for those that are watching in the chat, what questions do y'all have? And of course, as we wait for you guys to type it out and ask us, do you guys have any other things that you guys want to speak about, discuss, or comments that you want to share?
I can ask something if nobody else has anything.
Okay.
What's your favorite Smash moment playing competitively, or just anything?
Like the ones that we
Any-
personally got or ones that we've seen?
Just any moment that sticks in your head.
Okay.
For me, of course, it was y'all match. Like, I've never laughed so fucking hard that night. And I was just like, yo, that shit has to be clipped. Like, I even went back watching the stream after the tournament was over. And I'm like, I have to see that moment because it was just too fucking funny. I was just like, no way. Because I'm thinking, okay, Joy-Con's going to get back on ledge or whatnot. And then he's like at the bottom of the stage. I was just like, yo, DJK, what the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do? And then hear Andrew saying that if he loses by cheese, I'm going to be so mad. And it's like,
It was literally just the perfect storm of events that led up to just that shit happening.
Yes, sir.
okay, we got one question. Telos asks, changes to your personal character you want to see? To you four. Who wants to take it?
I guess I'll take it. My bad. Hey, you want to take it? Yeah.
We already know what we're gonna say. Half of it. Where's my down throw?
Not even.
Not even.
Not even close.
You got
Not
somebody at 0. What you doing, bro?
Huh?
You got somebody at 0. What you doing?
I'm down throwing fairy. Down throw fairy in them.
Down there.
Fair? How you gonna fair them, bro?
Imagine playing Lucas and not knowing your true combos. Come on. Nah, come.
We already said
That's a bread and butter.
We already said no fundies, all cheese.
Anyways, what I changed about Lucas specifically, I have like okay changes and I have chaotic changes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Lord.
The chaotic change would be make him a fast faller. Make him fast faller and make him faster on the ground or in the air. One of the two.
Yo.
That would actually
Yo.
that would actually make him like he's a low. I think he's a low mid tier character. But like that would make him a high top tier character.
Yeah.
It'd actually be insane.
Yeah, that'd be
Other than that, I guess some quality of life changes I would like for Lucas. Make certain moves a little bit faster. I think some of his moves are just a little bit on the slow side. Mostly his aerials. If they can make him like 1 to 2 frames faster, that'd be very good. He can like deal with people if they're trying to pressure him a lot more. For Pyramithra, I'll give up 3 moves. If I can give up 3 moves, but just make the recovery so much better because like there's so many little inconsistencies with trying to recover with them that like I'll lose a game because if the ledge is right here and I'm right here, I won't grab, but every other character will grab.
Cry about it. I do the same shit with Little Mac.
Yeah, you do the same thing with Little Mac, but the difference is I paid for it.
You paid $65. I paid $60.
Exactly. We are not the same. All right.
This is why he's base Choco.
Joker, you want to talk about your personal character changes?
Did you want to add anything else on first? Or no?
I mean, I could add a lot of things. I mean, I could add the full Peek Thunder 2 gimmicks. I could add, like, the way he interacts with things. I think double jump canceling Zaire in neutral, if it would make it an easier window, because I suck at the game. So, Chocolate's there like, shut the fuck up.
The look on their faces.
He's like, just get good, bro.
Oh, imagine just going into training mode and hitting it, you know?
Bro, I try, bro. My fingers ain't that fast, bro. I be trying them like once or twice. Once you do the first one, it's easier to do like the next 2 or 3. But then I can't do that in bracket under the pressure of bracket. I'm just like, my hands be like.
That just means you need practice. If you can't do it in bracket, if you have to think about doing what you need to do in bracket, then you haven't practiced. Then you haven't learned it. You can in bracket, if you have to be able to perform everything without thinking, because if you're spending time thinking about your execution, then you're losing an opportunity to think about the match itself.
That's true.
So yeah, training mode.
I knew you were gonna say that.
All right, go ahead, Joy-Con.
All right, so I'll do 2, and then one little bit might be on the more chaotic side for Roy. But the 2 for Little Mac, I'd probably say is 1, as discussed before, give him the side B back when he gets hit in the air, and 2, maybe just like fully fixes up smash so I can actually hit through the plat of PS2 consistently. Because that shit's inconsistent as hell, man. I've missed people on plat with up smash. That shit's stupid. Like I can hit through it sometimes now, but now other times it's like. It's going through them, but they just can't hit it.
I actually don't think that'll make a difference. I probably don't think.
No, it's just like I feel better going on PS2. No, I can actually hit through plat consistently.
It would feel better. It's just like I don't think that like.
I'm not gonna get a kill off it. I just want to be able to pressure you on plat, so it's not like I'm playing a Ness where he just ledge camps the platform. It's like, oh, come get me, come get me.
That's the counterplay.
Oh Lord.
I ain't interacting with you.
I know. But then with Roy, one that I think would be a little more chaotic would be like also like the first few frames of startup on up B in the air, maybe give him super armor.
That's insane, bro.
Dude, I'm talking like the first 3 frames. That's all I'm talking about.
That is insane, bro.
Just give him that. He needs it.
No.
He needs it. He needs it, definitely. Like kind of like how Crom has the super armor startup on his. Just give it to Roy too.
Yeah, not at all.
No. If I was still playing Bowser, my chaotic change would be a change.
No.
Bowser, no.
My chaotic change would be change tough guy from knockback based to percent based. So he just the move does less than 10 damage, he just ignores it.
That would be. Oh my god, that would be so bad. That would be.
It would be terrible.
That would.
Thank God you went for
Bowser would
Nintendo.
Bowser would literally be like invalidate half of the cast.
Then a real change would be, I guess on Nair, get rid of that phantom 4th hitbox so that Nair back air is just always true and you don't get random. Oh, you're just gonna pop straight up this
Yeah,
time.
he has that weird hitbox.
Yeah.
It's not one. It's a weird hitbox that like doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's there, but it's there, and it's like, okay.
Blux somewhere is having a wet dream right now hearing you talk about that.
Shout outs to Blux, the GOAT.
Looks.
All right. So, well, since we don't have any other questions, I guess we could put a bow on this and wrap this up.
But wait, what about the best moment in Smash, man?
Was that?
Best moment we've ever had in Smash? In general? Like,
Oh, yeah, you asked that while we were asking the question.
Oh, yeah.
Best moment. Arrow, what's your best moment?
The Rex Baron stream.
Oh.
It was the Dominator Chunky money match.
I'm surprised he hasn't taunted yet.
Yeah, and then Marsh Balboa had like an earthquake on the microphone, completely unintelligible,
Yeah.
just garbage into the microphone.
You were in a fucking tornado after Chunky Kong taunted.
We're not in Florida anymore. That's all I can say.
I remember that one.
That is a godlike clip.
I need to watch that. Someone sent it to me later.
I got you.
He has that saved in his.
No, for sure.
Like,
Lives in my heart.
A special folder.
So did everyone go with their best moment in Smash?
Yes, why not? I guess my best moment was gonna be. My best moment still is. I still think I've never played better than ever than when I beat Abadongo at a Big House. That was like the biggest. That was my first like win on a player within the top 50 of the world, and like it was a matchup that I practiced a lot. I studied with a friend. I studied with a friend. I missed my opportunity to fight Abadongo on like multiple occasions because I would get knocked into losers right before. So finally, on my like third or fourth attempt to fight him, I finally got the opportunity to play him, and I beat him. And like that was still, I still think that I'd never like. I still think the way I played that day was like out of my mind the most confident. That was like the most confident I've ever played. All my decisions were like, I looked and felt like a top player for once.
That's dope.
I have too many moments. The Joy-Con thing, Rex Baron. I wasn't there for that, but that was hilarious.
That's just awesome.
All the versus side bets to Snorley, everything in just general was like so much fun. Honestly, the whole party land and all that stuff. But I think the one thing I will never forget, Jeff, you were there. You already know what I'm saying. You already know what I'm saying. KK Slider, 3:30 in
KK
the morning,
Bubblegum.
baby. Bubblegum, 3:30 in the morning at Dreamland, bro. We woke up the whole room playing Animal Crossing music, bro. We were vibing in the hotel.
Sebastian's twerking in the corner. His drawers and nothing else.
Sebastian, bro. Sebastian was in his boxers, bro, just walking around the room and shit, dancing and shit, bro. Everybody trying to sleep. They're like, the fuck?
Should I be worried?
You still have the video, I think.
I don't know. I think Psychotics.
I think
has
Psy
it.
took the video.
Nice.
The CEO Dreamland before COVID, the week before. That was a legendary weekend.
I missed that event.
I can't wait for CEO this year. Same venue. I'm
Me too.
I'm hyped for CEO, bro.
I'm going to CEO as well.
so excited to get back to it.
Who you rooming with, Jeff?
So far, it's just me, Lizard King, and Nemesis. I think we still have room for one or two we haven't decided on yet.
I'm rooming with Angel and stuff, so I already got a room.
We got you.
I will say, Chad, when I'm not in bracket, I will be belligerent. I will be belligerent. My liver will need to be pumped.
Mine too.
Just saying. Hey, amen to that. Amen to that.
It's gonna be us and Black Guy Gamer. Day 3 of CEO.
Delicious.
Yeah, CEO's gonna be one hell of an event. I can't wait to be there. It's gonna be one for the
Yeah,
books.
it'll be our first one.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's at the Windham. That is where their CEO at Daytona, which they moved because they needed it for size purposes. Mm-hmm. Daytona sucks. Daytona
I've heard.
Daytona's ugly. It's a little bit racist too.
A lot of it racist.
A lot of it racist.
Agreed.
And like it wasn't the same feel. But at Orlando, the Windham, this is the last one on the Windham for the foreseeable future. And that Windham, I remember my first CEO was in 2016. That event was the event that told me that I wanted to compete. I remember it was Prince Ramen beating Zero for the first time. He lost to a Palutena. And in Smash 4, Palutena was a doo-doo trash character. That character was so bad, but he beat the #1 player in the world, knocked him into losers. And I remember room, everybody's screaming, everybody had like chairs, was going like this. That was hype. And I will say I wish I should have said this for my moment, but I think the moment that changed everything for me for this game, it was Abadongo versus Inoda. It was in top 8 of that tournament. And Abadongo was known for playing a whole bunch of different characters. He used to be the best Pac-Man, but gave up the character. He says the character sucks and stuff like that. And he played Mewtwo. He's down 2-0 to Zenodo, who's playing Diddy Kong, one of the best characters in the game. And he's just like, I don't know what to do. He goes back to the character select screen and he's thinking. So he goes into the control settings. He makes a new tag, Abba P, and then he goes back in, and he chooses Pac-Man. Now, it's not the craziest moment that's ever happened in Smash, but being there when he did that, people were hyped, but the hype was so much that the screams that everybody gave out, I swear to you, the room shook. I vividly remember being in the back of the crowd saying, no, he's not going to do it. And he did it, and just, you felt the cheers all around, that moment was the moment I said, I want to compete in this game. Like I did a couple
That is
tournaments
awesome.
there, but like that was the moment.
That was awesome.
That is.
Oh, well, I'd probably have to say, I think two of my best moments that I've had when I've been competing in Smash. The first one was when I actually just made some miracle run when it was like a 16-person tournament here when nobody showed up. I made it all the way to Winners Side Grands, just solo Little Mac. 3-0'd my guy in Winners Finals. I'm like, wow, I might actually be able to do this, because Dominator lost to the guy because he was going Joker Link, and the guy cheesed him with Piranha Plant.
Who's the guy?
I was Crimson when he used to come through to here.
Oh.
He went Piranha Plant against me game 1. I beat him, and then he switched to Steve game 2 and 3, and I still beat him.
Let's go.
Then I went to Grand Finals. Dominator came back in losers. Do you want to guess what the set count of that was? 6-0. I didn't take a single game off of Dominator.
Sheesh.
It do be like that sometimes.
But I left with a payout, so that's why I was happy.
Hey,
We take those.
We take
And then the second time was I was coming back from a trip to Orlando, and like my phone started blowing up on Discord from the Flint server, and I looked, and it was like, oh yeah, Joy-Con made it on Yeet Smash. I'm like, no, this is not your clip. This is not your clip. Oh, this is not your clip.
Okay,
I was playing against Rizikor, who plays a Fox.
yeah.
And it was a clip that I got that it was he hit me once with an F tilt, so it wasn't a 0 to death, but I cleaned his stock in 15 seconds, and he tried to side B to snap back to ledge. I parried down tilt, side B, killed him like 80.
I remember that.
And I was like, that was like the rawest I've looked with Little Mac. But yeah, just making on the Yeet Smash after seeing all the cool clips and shit that were on there was a pretty cool feeling.
Oh no, you've made it. You've made it.
Maybe not for the right reasons, but you made it.
Yeah.
No, I made it on that one too for another one.
That was legendary.
All right, y'all. Well, this concludes our episode of the SmashCast first ever. We will have another one again in the foreseeable future with, of course, different guests. So I want to get, more people from the South Florida Smash community, bring them on, have this discussion. And yeah, I think something like this is, very greatly needed for the community, which would, one, bring us, more together, and two, hey, this is something that we can all participate in and be a part of, and of course, show to other people from other regions, other states, and even other parts of the world that, we have a strong, thriving scene down here in South Florida. So with that being said, any final thoughts? And of course, you can plug your social medias as well, starting with Arrow.
You can catch me on twitch.tv/Aerodusk and twitter.com/Aerodusk.
Jacob?
All right. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch. Twitter.com/ChocoTacoFGC. Twitch is twitch.tv/ChocoTacoFGC. I do also do a gaming-focused podcast on YouTube. It's called The Gamers Grind Podcast. You can find us on YouTube. I have to work it out to try to get everything onto Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. But that is coming soon. This is coming soon.
You can follow me on Twitter, boosted_DGK. You can follow me on Instagram, boosted_David. I like what you're doing a lot. I mean, I really like how you bring the community together for these podcasts. And I like how it talks a lot about, not just the game itself. We talk a lot about, things that happened to us, lore, a lot of things like that Choco mentioned that I didn't even know had happened. And now it's just new stories, new things to learn. There's everybody has their own story, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool to be able to tell it.
Yeah.
So, Rebecca, can you give yourself a round of applause with the button right there? Round of applause, back.
Let's go, dude.
And for Waluigi as well, keep it going.
Let's go.
But yeah, you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Joycon21, and that's the only place I'm really active with Smash stuff. My Instagram is basically dead. I just do that to keep in touch with some people, some personal friends.
That's fine.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us, man.
All right.
A lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Funny as hell. I was not expecting a funny ass podcast like this.
I mean,
I know.
cast, really?
And, y'all with your stories, that made my morning completely. especially hearing poor DGK. Actually, no, poor Joy-Con, I should say.
Hi.
I mean, if you bring me, Joy-Con, Choco, one of the funniest guys in South Florida,
Oh, absolutely.
and Arrow together.
I was not expecting this. I don't think we were expecting this.
Nah, if you were expecting some kind of PC podcast where we kind of go, so out of all the characters you go by, you want in the game, who are the ones you want? And you wanted me to reply, well, my good sir, I would like Eggman. Yes. On to the next question. No, I don't want that.
The British Smash team be like, British commentary be like. Remember that British commentary clip on Twitter that they blew up? That
Oh
was
my
so
God.
funny.
Oh yeah, but it was fun. I felt like we were all just kind of real about it, and
Yeah.
and that's why I think is the podcast is the best when we're all able to be like authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be yourself. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And enjoy some donuts.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Dandies, I'm shooting my shot.
All righty, so this is episode 40 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast, SmashCast, and we are signing out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace out, everyone.